And welcome to Double Talk. I'm Mark Steffen.
I'm Michael Mandel, and right here we have the best of Las Cruces. I mean, right here on this show.
Right, and we'll get to all these.
We are the best of Las Cruces. We're the best, double host talk show in the city.
That's true. But we're going to talk about the best red light cameras in Las Cruces.
Because we love red light cameras. You love red light.
What do you mean we?
You love red light cameras because they're good to argue about. I don't mind the red light cameras. You know, if I've made a mistake and I haven't been able to cover up for it, well, I'll take the...
Well, the red light cameras are under fire in Las Cruces, as they are everywhere else across New Mexico and the rest of the country, because it's taxation without representation, isn't it? No?
You're allowed to...
Something like that.
You're allowed to face your accuser. That's the thing that it's going against. You can't face your accuser because a camera accused you.
There have been lots of mistakes.
This camera accuses us of a lot of malappropriate things.
And in this case, it's right about you.
Yes, well.
But many of the red light cameras are mistaken. They'll show a car that's not moving, and they'll say he was speeding at 90 miles an hour.
That's not true.
Yes, it is
That's not true.
Many people have been given tickets that
for not speeding.
For not speeding or not running a red light. Anyway, the red light cameras are under fire. The city must decide by the 27th of this month if they're going to renew the contract with Redflex, the company from Australia.
And that's coming up soon.
That owns the cameras. Now,
apparently we make only 17% of whatever money's taken in, as well as the fact that there are about a third of the people and a third of the fines have not been paid.
Well, the city has taken in or charged $8.3 million in fines, but they're still owed $2.7 million that people have not paid.
Yeah, that's about right. But you know what? What's $2.7 million?
Mark
never paid his. But we're not saying which Mark that would be.
Well, first off, as I understand it, you don't have to pay the fine.
You know, once this goes away, if they take it away, does that mean all the fines I paid, I will get rebated? Because apparently that's illegal.
How many fines did you get?
Oh, 2 or 3.
Really?
But, you know, that's like nothing.
And you paid them?
Yeah, I did. People in my family, you're welcome, because it goes to keeping the red light cameras going.
Yeah, that's right.
That's pretty much what it does.
It
It pays for that. So I'm going to expect a rebate of $300 as soon as we no longer have it, because it obviously means it wasn't true. It was not.
It'll be held to be null and void, and all fines shall be refunded.
Although all they can do to you is not come after you, but they can put a lien. Or they could do something in court. They can give you a judgment.
They can send they can't. They can send you to collection agency.
Right, and then the collection agency could do something
and try and get it not. So
so Bob, you don't have to pay your fines either.
Yeah.
In case Bob's watching.
Hi, Bob.
There's a lot of Bobs out there.
Now, I have a pet peeve right now. I must err.
Just one?
Moment. Yes. I went to the post office the other day. And
can I go and take a drink?
After I stood in line, I asked for 3 first-class stamps, and they gave me the 3 stamps on one little strip.
How much does that cost you?
They were what, 48 cents a piece or something?
I think you have the receipt.
They just went up.
You have the receipt.
That's true, I do. How much were they?
Oh, I don't know. Let's put it on your glasses.
Yeah,
plus you're a total of $1.38.
46 cents. Yeah. Total of $1.38. I gave them $1.50, and you get a receipt this long. This long.
Wait, you can't see the end of it. Oh, there's the end of it.
A receipt this long when you buy 3 stamps.
Plus, you get the wasted paper that the stamps are sticking on.
That's true.
Plus, you took this guy's
multiply this by 1 million a day. Imagine how long this strip of paper is. No wonder the post office is going broke.
Enough to go around the world 3 times.
It's true.
Who knows?
You know.
That's about a foot long.
You know.
I want to see what it says on the bottom. It says, go in and take our survey. You could win $1,000.
Really?
No.
I didn't think so.
But it's like, you know, it was like Target. But you can call them up on your on postalexperience.com.
I don't want to talk to the post office.
And that'll take up some more time and money.
If 1 million people a day buy stamps at the post office and they each get a strip this long, that's enough for about a million rolls of toilet paper.
But 1 million people probably don't buy stamps because 1 million people mail everything they want to over the internet.
Oh, you mean email?
Email, yes. And that gets there right away. And you don't have to worry about putting stamp on. I like the mail, personally. It's always exciting to come home and see what's in your box, as long as it's not a letter bomb or a paper bag full of dog poo. That's always good.
Oh, did you get the package I sent you?
I'm expecting that for Valentine's Day. Or I got that on Valentine's Day, which was yesterday.
I'm sorry, did you say Valentine's?
Valentine's.
Thank
Valentine's.
you. Thank you.
Like supposedly. That's
supposedly?
What, yes.
And Boschetti?
And Library. Speaking of the Postal Service, which we were, they are trying to get in a new business, the payday loan business. Where
are we trying to get rid of those payday loans?
We are, but the payday loans do wonderful. I mean, they actually gouge. I mean, that's the height of usury. I would know. I'm Jewish. But the post office is going to take it over and make it perhaps fairer and cheaper. Even fairer and cheaper than payday loans, they can make a lot of money.
Well, they've got a lot of nerve, because if you want to encourage people to go postal, charge them usurious fees on their loans, and you'll see what happens.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there taking payday loans, and they get charged, more than
600%.
Well, usually kicks in at about 21%. If you're paying more, and the funny thing about the percentage that you're paying, it works out as fees. If you're paying fees, that runs into what your interest is as well. Anyway, that we look forward to seeing how that's going to pan out. Yes. I like the post office. I want to keep the post office.
Well, we got fees, and then you have taxes. And taxes pay for drones.
They do.
That the government now flies pretty much everywhere, including over cities and towns in America.
Over there somewhere.
And there's the drone right there. That's the QF.
That would not be a drone, because a drone doesn't need a little cockpit with a window.
Well, that's a drone.
Well, why do you need a cockpit with a window if nobody's sitting in there?
I think what they did was just modified an existing fighter
That's where
jet.
they put the little cameras?
And that drone there, or one like it, crashed on White Sands National Monument this week. And the monument has been closed indefinitely. Because it crashed on the dunes, and they have to investigate the site and discover why the thing crashed. Well, operator error.
Well, because they thought maybe they were playing Mario Brothers instead of a drone game.
They went crazy over the joysticks.
Yes, but I like drones too.
Worker bees?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like honey.
They make great music.
Well, you
drones are good. Yeah, I'm akin to that.
So
the drones keep people out of harm's way unless you're in the way of a
drone. Yes. Well, the drones are meant to kill people.
Harm's way. Don't you love that phrase?
Harm's way. There's a John Wayne movie called
Want to keep people out of harm's way.
So White Sands National Monument is closed until further notice, so they can clean up the drone mess. This is going to be happening more and more in this country as more drones are being utilized by the government. They fly these drones up and down the border here, along the Mexican border, on a daily basis. These drones cost millions of dollars each, $12 million a piece, many of them.
Well, it's better than paying people.
Is it?
Yeah, because people have jobs and would pay taxes. You don't want that.
So, so much for the drone. Also, speaking of the military, Las Cruces does have a Veterans Affairs Clinic. Yeah, many people don't realize that. We do have a tiny little clinic for VA, for the veterans to go to for minor
cuts and scrapes and pap tests.
And illnesses, whatever they have,
Do you go there?
I don't go there.
Well, you're not a veteran.
Most people go to El Paso, to the big veterans hospital down there, if they need something. And there's a shuttle that will take them down there. But when they're down, they have to wait till the end of the day for the shuttle to bring everybody back up. And many of these people don't have a car, can't drive.
So where are we going with this?
Well, the VA clinic here is going to expand, they claim. And they want to double or triple in size, which I think they need, and it's long overdue.
Is it going to be in the old hospital, or where is it going to go?
No, they're looking for land.
I thought they're going to go into a already city building.
Well, they're looking for a building that exists that they can expand into. But they're not going to go into the old hospital, as far as we know.
Oh, the old hospital's getting the other clinic. They're getting a clinic.
They're getting something else.
So the VA. Well, that's good, because I know plenty of people who go down to El Paso for a lot of their regular tests.
Non-veterans, you mean?
No, veterans.
Veterans?
Yeah.
Well,
I know veterans, I think.
No, I'm not veterinarians.
Veterinarians. Oh.
I'm a dog lover as much as anybody, but no.
You don't love them as much as I do.
Really?
Yeah, I don't love them.
Well, our veterans deserve the medical care that they were promised when they joined the military. and especially when they come back injured, some of them very severely, they don't get the care that they were promised. You see ads on television for us to pitch in.
That's true.
We
get
fund
things in the mail for disabled veterans, for us
we shouldn't have
send
to do
money
that.
in.
I mean, our taxes are there for that.
You know, a lot of people just took were in the military as another job and then get out of the military, and many of them were not injured, but they continue on. It's like if you work for General Electric, for instance, and you work there for 20 years.
You still have the medical benefits.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do. If you work for the phone company for 20 years, you get the medical benefits after you retire.
Oh, you would know that. Right?
I would know that.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So
yes. What's next? That wasn't that exciting. Veteran affairs. Even though the word affairs is very exciting, I guess when you put a veteran in there, it's sort of like
that means somebody who's experienced at the affair.
It's an old hand.
A veteran.
An old hand.
But speaking of old, the Old Country Club in Las Cruces.
I thought you were talking about us.
Has you maybe.
Yeah.
The Old Country Club. It's been discovered that it was actually designed by
Trost and Trost.
The architectural firm of Trost and Trost. They
very celebrated. We already tore down a building on University Avenue.
We tore down a Trost house on University.
Somebody bought that lot. They were trying to get a movement together to save it, but before anything happened, they tore the building down. And you know what it is now?
A vacant lot.
Yes, a beautiful vacant lot, once settled by Trost and Trost.
Yes. So anyway, the building and the property around it has been sold to Bob Pofall, and hopefully they're going to refurbish the building. I assume it'll wind up on the historical record, right?
Yeah.
And
it'll be fun.
In fact, this weekend, today, as a matter of fact, there's a tour of historic buildings around Las Cruces.
That's right, this afternoon.
Is from 1 to 5 o'clock this afternoon. And that's one of the buildings that are going to be on the tour.
And probably the way they work is you go to any one of the buildings, you buy a ticket. So if you can find this building if you're familiar with where the old golf course used to be, it's right there.
Or you can go to the Armijo House, right there on Loman, in the parking lot for Citizens Bank.
I saw that the other day. There are beams holding it up all the way around. So that looks fairly dangerous.
That's going to be the new Chamber of Commerce headquarters as soon as they get it renovated. There's many other buildings around town. It's $15 to go to the tour.
Sounds good.
The old Amador Hotel is another one on it.
If I was here today, I'd go.
And so, yeah, if you go and you see us there, come up and say hello.
Yes. He'll be there. He'll be one of the antiques. What else is going on?
Well, the Reader's Choice Awards were recently in the Sun News, and they do this every year. It's an advertising ploy. And it's a reader's poll. It's a reader's poll. People fill in what they want to see as what they feel is the best of whatever.
You were discussing about the best versus the favorite. And when you say reader's choice, are you saying that people are picking their favorite or what they think the best is?
Well, that's what we don't know.
Because many times, and I think after the break we'll dissect this list. But for now, I would like to discuss: is there a way to find the best, or do people have different things?
I'm thinking, it's a matter of opinion.
Of the two pho restaurants, the Vietnamese places, pho.
It's two Vietnamese restaurants.
They both have their benefits. I like both of them, and to say one is the best would be hard. I guess
which one has the best service, the best food, the best ambiance?
Let's say neither.
The best
of them.
Atmosphere.
Neither of them, but some of them have the best pho. Some of them,
you like your pho?
Best parking. I like my pho.
Well, one thing I noticed. One thing I did notice here on the best of, it doesn't. The Sun News didn't ask what you think is the best newspaper in town.
They don't ask that.
We do have two of them,
Yes.
The Sun News wouldn't go out on that.
They could say, what's the best daily newspaper? And they could say, USA Today.
That's true.
USA Today is the best. But Sun News could be your favorite.
That's true.
It's sort of like, if you notice on the news, Comcast Channel 3 and Comcast Channel 9 are pretty much got the same news-making things, but their people are different.
I mean,
they have
CBS and NBC owned by the same company.
They have very local news. Channel 7 actually has some more relevant news to the world.
Well, and we'll discuss what's best.
I do like
and what's favorite.
My favorite
after
is,
we take this
Channel 9
break. Let's take our favorite break.
Should we take our break?
It's the one
Nobody's
that comes,
giving fingers to us.
It's the one that comes midway during the show.
That's my favorite
and
break.
We'll be right back after these favorite breaks. Does it actually say best?
Located away from the crowds, but close to home. Come in through for Jazzercise, the world's dance fitness leader for nearly 40 years. Treat yourself to a relaxing massage, or unwind in the lounge area or outside on the balcony with friends. La Buena Vida Women's Club, located and designed with women in mind. For information, call Diane at 650-9721.
Hey, you, come here. Do you want to know the news? The Las Cruces channel is now on 7 days a week. We'll keep it right here.
Fiesta Motors. Come and see us today and discover why our service is second to none. In business for over 17 years, we have the right car for you. When you buy a vehicle from Fiesta Motors, we do everything possible to ensure your satisfaction. Located at the corner of El Paseo and Main. See you there. Celebrate Fiesta Motors, where buying a car is always a celebration.
We're looking further at the best of Las Cruces list.
And we're here to interpret it for ourselves because there's a lot of interpretations. You were just mentioning the best grocery store. You know, Mountain View is pretty good. It's the co-op.
It doesn't have the best selection, but it has the best quality.
And it doesn't have the best prices either, but it does have good stuff. So one of the things about doing this is the people at the particular place of business, they campaign to get you to send things in. Or they get their workers to send things in.
They get all the employees to send in.
They voted, what, Mountain View? Hey, it's got the same name, Mountain View Grocery, Mountain View Hospital. Oh no, who won? Memorial Hospital won.
Mountain View Hospital lost.
It lost, but everybody thinks it's the best one, don't they?
Well,
what's your favorite?
Unless you've had to go to the emergency room at either one, and then you'll hate them all for life.
Oh, if you need the emergency room, just get a Band-Aid. Or you go to emergent care. One of the big things in this city is Mexican food, and the one who seems to trounce everybody, and this could be a sense of political popularity because he does so much for the community when he does the whole enchilada festival. And who's that guy?
Roberto.
Oh, really? I thought it was the guy from La Posta. I guess not, because the guy from La Posta only wins Best Margarita.
That's right. They did not win Best. Roberto's won Best Enchiladas,
both
Best
enchiladas.
Burritos, Best Mexican Food. Well, I think what it is, the people who have the largest families win these.
Is that what happens? Yeah. And well, no, a lot of people know Roberto's, and they're trying to get their name out in the community. The favorite thing I have at Roberto's is their red tamales. Their enchiladas.
Well, I don't like eating off styrofoam plates with plastic forks, so I don't buy the enchiladas at Roberto's.
You could buy them to go and eat them on your own plates, but I agree. I don't like eating styrofoam either.
I sometimes buy his red sauce, although they were out of it the last time I was in there to buy it.
Well, my favorite red sauce is at Ciro's, or Giro's, which has both names.
Giro's.
Going for Giro's.
Can you buy it by the quart?
You can buy flautas. You can buy like 72 flautas there.
No, but can you buy sauce? Just
I don't know.
sauce.
They didn't say that. It's probably different all the time.
Well, one thing that was not in this list was best television show in Las Cruces. Because we would have won hands down.
Yes, because we get the most viewers.
So we're claiming that we are the best television show in Las Cruces. Congratulations, Michael, for being the best television show.
Yay, woo, confetti. If anybody wants to contest it, just write in or call in.
Well, we're contesting some of these.
We're contesting. So Brooks Stockburger is listed here under food, fun, and drink. There's confetti.
Confetti, yay, yay.
Hey, the roof is caving in here. We better get out of here. Oh, no.
No, the audience is throwing things at us, that's all.
Brooks Stockburger.
That's the biggest piece of confetti I've ever seen.
Is what, the largest journalist?
Largest business reporter in Las Cruces.
Yes, so he
won.
Big. What are the other things? Oh, great. Marcy Dickerson, who we happen to be fond of because I'm fond of M5.
Are you?
Yes, I am fond of M5, even though the guy just got some Campari in, and now they will be joining us with Negronis and.
Oh well, I'll be having dinner there, and
order a Negroni.
I'm looking forward to a margarita. I mean a martini.
Don't even be so babyish. Martinis are so 50s. You want to be 30s and have a Negroni. Tell him you want a Negroni.
He won't know how to make a
No,
Negroni.
you tell them how to make a Negroni. I've done this many times. You know, you think I'm just annoying here.
I have to go all
I'm
the way to the
annoying
bar
in
to do
bars.
that.
Yes, well, it's kind of fun. You get to meet. What do you like to sit? You know, you're eating a meal.
Yeah.
You should move around so you lose more weight.
Oh,
you don't go to the gym anymore. You got to go walk up to the bar every once in a while for
Oh.
your exercise class.
Okay.
That's all you got to do.
So,
Yes. What are you going to do?
who's the best, speaking of the best of, the best movie star from the 30s and 40s?
Rudy Valley.
Shirley Temple. She was the biggest star in the world. No, not the drink.
World.
That's
the
drink,
world.
Shirley
Is
Temple.
that a Shirley Temple? Oh.
Yes. No, there she is.
She's such a cutie.
She was the biggest star in the world when
the
she was
world.
5 years old.
Shirley Temple is grenadine soda and I don't know, maybe sweet and sour mix.
She was one of the 2 movie stars that had a drink named after her. Who's the other one? Roy Rogers. You'd order Roy Rogers for
What's a Roy
boys
Rogers?
and a Shirley Temple for girls. It's the
What's a
same
Roy
drink.
Rogers? Oh,
Same
really?
drink, pretty much, I think.
thought it was like, it looked
I
like...
think one has Coke in it.
It was probably Chardonnay because it smells like horse pee.
Now, this is what Shirley Temple looked like more as an adult when she was in Fort Apache with John Wayne.
After her movie career,
21
she
years
became
old.
a diplomat.
But before that, let's take
We
a look
want to
at
show you a clip. Are we going to show a clip?
We've got a
Are we
clip
ready
of
on that
Shirley
clip?
Temple at her highest.
That's when she did the movie called Black Hole, which is a very famous TV show now.
Well, you know, she was the
Big
first.
Bang.
She was the first white person to dance with a black dancer, Bill Bojangles Robinson, in a movie. So there
And
goes one little barrier broken down
Here's
thanks to
her
Shirley
singing
Temple.
one of the cutest songs I've ever heard, and what led to her being such a star.
Let's take a look at it.
That's not her. That's Claudia Billings.
Animal crackers in my soup, monkeys and rabbits loop-a-loop. Gosh, oh gee, but I have fun swallowing animals one by one. In every bowl of soup I see lions and tigers watching me. I make 'em jump right through those animal crackers in my soup. When I get hold of the big bad wolf, I just push him under the ground. Then I bite him in a million bits, and I go pull him right down. When they're inside me where it's dark, I walk around like Noah's Ark. I stuff my tummy like a goop with animal crackers in my soup. Animal crackers in my soup do funny things to me. They make me think my neighborhood is a big menagerie. For instance, there's our janitor. His name is Mr.
Why did you put animal crackers in your soup in the first place? You know, people eat animal crackers just out of the box.
Well, because there were crackers back then, they probably weren't sweetened like they are today.
Oh, they're just like crackers and they
Yes.
look cute? I wouldn't mind. What's she doing now?
What isn't she doing?
Well, she's being as cute as can be.
Yes.
And even her little bouncing head overpowers us. And whatever you're doing, just turn us off and go watch Shirley Temple. Oh,
So-
wait, she's not on, so you got to watch this show.
So anyway, that's Shirley Temple. She died. She died this week at the age of
She
85.
was 85, which isn't that old,
And
as we see.
She was the biggest star in the world
The,
until Mickey Rooney came along, and then he was the biggest star in the world.
no, he was the biggest star in the world because of Judy Garland, who was really the biggest star in the world.
Mickey Rooney did a lot of
Mickey
shit.
Rooney was the shortest star in the world,
He was.
except for that little kid on
No,
the...
he did a lot of films that he starred in solo without Judy Garland, and he was the biggest star in the world for quite a while. He was bigger than Clark Gable for a while.
Even though he was like 4'7".
Oh, you know who else died?
No. Who would that be?
The great Sid Caesar.
Caesar? You mean the guy that conquered the Roman Empire?
No, the man who's the salad. No, not
The man of the
Caesar
salad. He made the Caesar salad. I love the Caesar salad. It's so sad.
I love the
Sid
Caesar salad.
Caesar
It's got raw egg in it, though, you know.
I don't mind.
You know?
You're Mr. Picky about getting disease and dying.
No, that's Sid Caesar right
Oh,
there.
yes.
Sid
He was
Caesar and Imogene Coca were paired together. Your show of shows.
We're definitely fans of Sid
They
Caesar.
were television pioneers.
Many modern writers
Comedy
started
writers,
with
yes.
him. Woody Allen, the most prominent.
Mel Brooks.
the most prominent.
Carl Reiner,
The most prominent.
Larry Gelbart,
Also the most prominent. Neil Simon.
Neil Simon,
The
and
most prominent.
Neil Simon's brother,
Danny Simon.
Danny Simon. Yeah.
2 movies were based on it. Laughter on the 23rd Floor and My Favorite Year.
Yes,
Was Laughter on the 23rd Floor ever a movie or
that was
just
a play. It's only a
It
play
can't
as far as
be.
I know that Neil Simon wrote, based
Yeah.
on those days.
Yes.
Anyway, Sid Caesar, 91 years old.
He was great. And
we couldn't let the show go by. We're as fans of television.
yeah, we just saw. When they published it, they showed a picture of, I think, Red Buttons coming over from that side, and who else? Was it Carl Reiner? There was somebody else. But apparently, Red Buttons died in 2006.
Did
Remember
he?
Red Buttons?
Of
Yes.
course, Red Buttons.
First, I said, well.
Red Buttons.
Oh, and Mickey Rooney, of all people. Mickey Rooney on one side, and Red Buttons on the other
Mickey
side.
Mickey Rooney's still alive.
Mickey
He's 90
Rooney
something.
was at
he
he was at the
Jay Leno show.
and it was on an award show recently.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
He was the biggest star in the world.
Yeah, but did you have to go world? You have to go like this, the world.
Because as he used to say, I was the biggest star in the world.
You say that.
He was. Now, did you know that glass recycling is coming to Las Cruces? Again, finally.
Oh, I usually just wash them and reuse my glasses.
Well, that's a good thing to do.
Like
but
in the-
what about your bottles and jars? What about your eyeglasses?
My
recycle
eyeglasses,
them?
I barely use them.
I think
because
you buy
can barely
recycled.
see. I can barely see. No, I take my glass goods every 2 weeks when
To Target?
To Target.
That's the only place in town you can recycle
Yes,
right
you
now.
have to bring them in. You have to walk into the store and plunk them down.
Just throw them.
You know, it's just that it's so hard to recycle glass. We'll never get glass recycling in Las Cruces.
Well, they have to have a glass crusher because it takes a big jug will take up too much room. They have to crush the glass down and then sell it, and they remake new glass out of it.
Well, you know, if we crush it to a fine level, we could send it back on the Canadian pipeline back to Canada, and then they could put it into the shell that they're destroying up there and fill in the shell with that, and then they could throw the gas right back to us. So I think that would be fair. People have to think on a bigger level.
Well, there's going to be 2 places in town where you can recycle their glass. 2 more places.
This is starting April 27th.
We hope.
Hang on to your glass.
But don't hold your breath.
Okay, what are those 2 places?
Well, one is over at Amador
What's the-
at the city recycling center.
Oh, really?
You know where Amador dead ends?
You mean that's
West
the place
Amador?
that smells like a bathroom?
Yeah, it's right next to the sewage plant.
Oh, the place that is a bathroom. It's the ultimate bathroom.
That's one place you will be able to recycle your glass.
Well, that's convenient.
And the other place has yet to be announced on this show.
That's also convenient.
But when it opens, we will announce it.
Actually, if they never announce it, just drive around looking for it. In the meantime, you can take your stuff to Target because they're doing a favor for us.
That's true.
We go through so many bottles of wine every day.
Good, do you?
Yeah, just so many.
I wish you would recycle those bottles.
I
because-
do recycle them.
How about on Valentine's Day? How many did you drink?
We drank 1 bottle of champagne, 4.5 bottles of high-test alcohol, and ended off with brandy.
And a gallon of Ripple wine. Well, Valentine's Day was
passed.
yesterday.
Those of you
How was
who
yours?
We had a great time. We did a 2-day thing, so it was great. 2 days of Valentine's Day because, you know, there's just so much love in our hearts.
Did you say Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day.
I don't go out on Valentine's Day. I go
Did you
out
say
the night.
Valentine's?
No, I said Valentine's Day. And I go out. I go out on the day before, the night before Valentine's Day, because the restaurants are thoroughly stocked in preparation for Valentine's Day, and there's no great crowds that cause you to get service that's terrible. So go out the night before. Next year, try this, or on Mother's Day too. Go out the night before. You'll be glad you did.
And we're going to have to go, but before we go, don't forget to go see The Foreigner. Tonight's its last night, and tomorrow will be its last matinee.
That's
it's very
true.
funny. Larry Shue
Wrote the play.
Wrote the play.
Foreigner.
Mike Wise directed it. He did a good job.
We have a picture of it there somewhere.
Our friend Teddy Sanchez is in it. Teddy has been on this show, sweating his little ass off here.
That's
Oh, no, he
true.
doesn't sweat, does he?
That's true. Are we out of time?
We're out of time. See ya.
All right. Thanks for joining us.